came here for that double digit. And we will get that double digit. We said at the beginning, at the launch, we're going to get a double digit. So we're going to get a double digit. And the way to do that is this right here.
There you go. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, boy. I missed it. I really don't think it was a big one, but I'm a fisherman, so I'm going to say it was a giant. It's an absolute giant, and I missed it.
They're all big. That's why you call it Jurassic Park. They're all big.
The Fishin' Show with JT Kenney is brought to you by Florida Space Coast. Plan your next adventure at visitspacecoast.com. Ardent Reels, Halo Fishing Rods, Freedom Lures, B&W Trailer Hitches, Nichols Lures, Scum Frog, Snag Proof, Bob Steele Chevrolet, Net Bait. Greenway Plants reminds you to thank the farmer. Set the hook baits.
All right, guys, we are here at one of my very favorite lakes. We're at Lake Kenansville. We're just west of Palm Bay a little bit, and you see who I have with me, the big bass expert.
Big fish, big-ish, game on.
I love it. So this, like I said, is one of my favorite lakes. We used to call this place Jurassic Park. I mean, that's the kind of fish that were in this place. It went on
Velociraptors and the whole line.
You name it. There was
T-Rexes,
pterodactyls, T-Rexes, the whole thing. It was scary too, by the way. Like you didn't want to dab your toe in the water.
Really?
Oh God, yeah.
I like it.
But anyway, it went on a little bit of a downturn for a couple of years, and now it is heading back up. I've been over here a couple of times lately, catching some big ones again. And I knew I wanted to do a show someplace where there was some great big fish with the big bass master, frogging, flipping guy. That's what we're going to be doing today. Ish is here with us. I'm pumped.
I brought my light rods, my 65-pound braid, my 8-foot flipping sticks. I brought my little stuff. I mean, what am I going to do? Am I going to be able to hold them? Am I going to be able to catch one?
I don't know.
One?
Maybe if you want to tangle with a T-Rex with 65-pound braid, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
All right, guys, come along. We're going to head out there and hopefully catch some big old Palm Bay bass. All right, guys, here we go. Going out the canal. We're going to go out, and we are in search today of one thing: big bass.
Giants. He promised me a giant today.
Just in case you don't know, sometimes I make promises I can't keep. But I think today we might be able to keep this.
All right.
But I have made.
What is the biggest fish you've caught so far?
11, 12.
Here.
No, here was a 10, 8.
We're going to break that today.
I've had a couple that.
What you're trying to say is.
Let me just say, I didn't have enough for them.
Not enough.
No, I didn't have enough. I'm a pretty big fella. I didn't have enough for them.
So now you got me scared because, like I said, I brought my light stuff. I brought my 65-pound braid. I brought my 6-aught new jack flipping hooks and my 8-foot flipping sticks. I'm scared because I brought my light stuff.
Don't be scared, friend.
I got you. Let's roll. We have score. Oh, yeah.
A nice one, too.
And we start out the show.
That's how we start.
That's how we start out the show.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Okay.
This is why I get excited.
Yeah.
First one, just freaking little donkey.
Yes.
See, he's done now. I've just ruined him for the rest of the day.
Well, of course.
He's just like,
The top water is over.
look at that. Took right in the roof of the mouth. Perfect.
That is so perfect.
Oh, he thumped it. I like it. Did you see JT's flip? It was awesome.
I just did a complete air ball. It was almost as good as this. I basically did this.
What happens is he's forgotten his roots. The last tournaments I've seen him, he's been offshore. Like, hurt my feelings, broke my heart. I was like, I got to take him out of the cool kids club because he's out there chasing them stinking ledge fish. What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. I basically, here's my new flipping now. It used to be pretty smooth, and now I just kind of go.
But you actually got that one in the mat.
That would have been cool. If I
That
actually
would
would've
have been cool. But see,
way.
his last one though wasn't in the mat. It was right there.
I didn't even hit the
He didn't even hit the mat. So yeah, this tells you the guy's lost. He's lost. Yeah. I remember watching JT on Okeechobee flipping his big old worm, winning. Freaking just so awesome. He'd pull up to these little isolated reed clumps and he'd pitch his worm in there, and then all of a sudden you just see him. It's a big giant one coming out, and he blows the tournament away. Beat Scott Martin, which is great. I love when people beat Scott Martin on Okeechobee. It's just like so much fun, because that's why I always throw it when I see Scott. I'm like, hey Scott, you do know that I am the official Lake Okeechobee 4-day record holder.
Absolutely.
You live here.
You are too.
I am.
Yes.
He lives there, and I am still the Lake Okeechobee
Yes.
4-day record holder at 108
Did
pounds.
you break 100?
108.
Nice.
108.
That's freaking awesome.
Because McMillan did it the year before.
That's right.
Well, first Tharp did it, then McMillan did it, and then I beat McMillan.
That's so.
And so I get on both Tharp and McMillan like, dude, you guys
Well,
live
you
in Florida.
and rightly you should.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah, rightly you
You
should.
got a guy from California, who you guys talk about fish deep, clear waters, come to Lake Okeechobee and beat the living crap out of y'all and hold the record. Officially the record holder. Oh, come on.
He handcuffed me. That was terrible. I was fiddling around with something and I felt this.
See what I'm talking about?
That was
You get
awful.
the guy offshore and he loses his roots.
All right. Hey, I'm getting down to my fighting weight.
Oh, here we go.
I'm getting down. This is it. I missed one. First bite, I missed it. I really don't think it was a big one, but I'm a fisherman, so I'm going to say it was a giant. It's an absolute giant, and I missed it.
They're all big. That's why he called it Jurassic Park. They're all big.
I almost panicked.
I'm bit. I'm bit.
Mayday!
What do I do? I'm bit.
Literally, I almost panicked.
Tom Cruise, help me. Oprah, help me. I'm bit.
I'm on fire!
What do I do? 9 pound, 6 ounce baby Jesus in a manger. I'm bit.
You've kind of like helped build this sport. I mean, what did it feel like to be, to go through the progressions with bass and FLW and now Major League Fishing? Like it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, the more so the kid involvement, and I've been trying to explain that to people, that getting the kids involved, because I know what fishing did for me. I always kind of tell the story on how fishing saved my life, and it was one of my best friends ended up passing away at a party and got himself into some trouble, and I was supposed to go to that party until once again a tournament came up. And so I'm like, dude, I'm going to bed, I can't go to this party. And he's like, man, I'm still going. There's going to be girls there. And once again, girls get us all in trouble.
Oh yeah.
But I went fishing. And next you know, I get the phone call that, he got himself in trouble and is no longer with us. And I go, I could have been there with him and been into that same trouble. And so I always talk to kids and talk to parents and tell them how important it is to get into bass fishing. And like I say, now with the high school and the college fishing that goes on, it's really, really good for the sport. But, I've fished tournaments now for 20 some odd years with bass. I mean, I don't even really want to talk about, this is 2020. I started in 1997 with bass and fished some. Before that, I was fishing BFLs, and they were actually called Redmans back then.
Yep.
And Federation. And to see now the tour level, we were fishing for. That's what we've been having, little bluegill. That's what's been getting us. But that last one that hit that hard wasn't a bluegill. But yeah, I mean, fishing for, first place prizes of $45,000, $50,000 to now opportunities at over $300,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's come a long ways, and the sponsors now stepping up the programs for guys, and guys are making really good livings fishing for a living.
You helped build this with personalities and doing stuff throughout the years, not just for yourself, but for the sport of bass fishing to get it to where it is now. And I think you were one of the pioneers of that. And I think there's a lot of people in this industry that just look out solely for themselves and not for the sport as a whole.
The whole industry's got to survive. The whole industry's got to be good. The whole industry's got to make money. I mean, it's kind of like a business. If one part of your business is okay and running good, but another part's not, the business is really not in a good place. But when your whole business is running good and the whole sport of bass fishing is where everybody's making money and, you know, having fun and opportunities arise, then I think it's just good for everybody.
Like my turning point, you know, I did all the same stuff, you know, saved money and just because I knew this is all I wanted to do, all that stuff. But one of my fortunes was the very first tour event I ever entered, I won it. And, you know, and that was what got me $100,000 in my pocket and got me going. You know what I mean? And then that afforded me to be able to go out and learn not only fishing, and because all I knew was Maryland and Florida.
Right.
I was really good in both those places, and I didn't know crap anyplace else. I didn't even know, dude, until I was on a tour, I didn't even know what shad spawn was.
In Maryland, you didn't know what shad spawn was?
The Potomac River and all that stuff, there
Yeah,
wasn't really
a shad
there's
spawn,
not really
yeah.
a shad spawn. And the smaller lakes in Maryland and Pennsylvania, West Virginia that I fished, there's not really any shad.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I didn't even know. So, but what that first win did for me was allow me to be able to have the money to take some knocks, not get some checks, learn some stuff. If I wouldn't have won that tournament, I'd have never made it.
Right.
Because I'd have ran out of money.
Right. Oh yeah.
And wouldn't have been able to do it.
And you still got to kill. Oh, there he is.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one, boys. I mean, that's a big one, son. I mean, that's a big one.
You got him balled up. Just keep him coming. Keep him coming. He's stuck. We got him. Help him. I got you. I just want to make sure I grab him right. I got him. Look at that thing right
boy.
there.
Yeah.
That's what we came for.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we came for.
Yeah.
High five. High five.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Look at that beast.
Whoa. Wait.
The hook fell out.
Look,
didn't
fella.
it?
Oh, yes, it
Hook
did.
fell out. I'm glad you
That's
got
what I'm
them-
talking about. That's how I handle my business.
I'm glad you got them mitts
Here you
on
go.
that
I'm
thing.
gonna hand you your bass. That's a freaking stud right there.
7.5, 8. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to do with my hands right now, but I know I got a great big giant bass. Hey, we said we were gonna come here and catch big bass.
That's a big bass.
Look at that. All right, let's get her right back in the water. Let's get her right back in there so other people can catch her too. Oh, thank you, my darling. Thank you. That is awesome.
That's why you come to the Palm Bay
Oh,
area.
that's right. God, I love catching them like that. Nice clear water. Just watched her swim off. Oh, I love that. I gotta show you. I gotta show you this. This is my new favorite. If I keep catching 8-pounders, it's really gonna be my new favorite bait. But this is the dagger from Netbait. And I know you guys, if you follow me on social media and stuff, you've probably seen some of this already maybe, but it's a new bait that we designed. It's just for punching. And it's got these real flimsy little wings on the side. But it's got that creature bait style, like almost that beaver style, you know, using as a generic term, style look to it, shape and profile. But these little wings, when you put that big weight on the top of it, these little wings can fold up very easily. So it gives you a nice, super slim profile. You punch down through those mats so it slides down real easy, and then boop, when it gets under there, they pop back out like that. So it gives you that profile that everybody likes for flipping and punching, but it gives you, when they fold back, it's real narrow. And we got some awesome colors. This one's called Plum Magic. That's what I just caught that fish on. And you can see I've got a couple of bites because that sinker is pretty scratched up. The little teeth marks go, ah! Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, tungsten.
Maybe my teeth's not as good.
Yeah, tungsten has no flex
Right.
though, and when you bite on it, it's really hard.
I should have thought ahead
Yes.
when I did that.
I didn't think you were thinking.
Well, I usually don't, so it's fine.
Okay.
A 65-pound braid. My favorite punching rod's a Halo. This is a 711 extra heavy. Ardent C-Force 7-to-1 reel. I like the 7-to-1 because, you know, we're short line fishing here for the most part. And when you get a bite, if they slack line you, you want to be able to pick up that slack really quick to be able to set the hook, because when they feel that 1.5 ounce weight, you know, you got to use that 1.5 ounce to be able to punch down through this stuff. But when they feel that, you know, they can sometimes drop it pretty quick. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, but they can drop it pretty quick. So you want to be able to pick up that line really fast, and that Ardent C-Force 7-to-1 really helps me do that. That's my setup. Now, Ish is coming. He's gonna catch a big one this time, unless I get to it first.
It took him a little while to get zoned back in, but now he's on it. So we're gonna get back up here and get dialed in, and hopefully on this slip right here, catch a 10.
Yeah. How, like, is there any differences between how the bass set up in the grass and the grass itself? here than in California?
Well, we have the hyacinth, we have the pennywort, we have the hydrilla, California Delta, Clear Lake, places like that. The difference is your lakes have vast flats. Like where we're at here in Kenansville, it's
all
flat.
the same.
It's all the same.
That's all the same
Right.
depth.
But if you pulled up into a Delta, into say Frank's Track or Big Break or Sherman Island, it looks a lot like this, but there's a lot of depressions and sloughs that are running through it and has some deeper water access to it. Your fish sit in less than a foot of water. Our fish sit in more than a foot of water.
Well, I think some of that too, at least as far as the Delta in particular, is just the tidal influence.
Yeah, the tidal influence as well.
You know.
But we also have Florida bass. We stole some of your Florida bass.
Thieves.
Probably from Palm Bay area because
might
they're
have
big.
been.
Because they're big.
Right,
The only
it
reason I
might
say
have
that
been.
because they're big, and put them into California lakes.
Speaking of pennywort.
Oh, that was
Airball. See, I did one earlier,
Yeah.
and now we're square.
Yeah, we're square.
We're
We are
even.
square. We're even.
Nice. Nice.
Stabbing and dabbing.
Ooh, I like it.
I like it
Stabbing
a
and
lot.
dabbing.
Stabbing and dabbing.
Nice.
That's that whole deal with tying that snail knot on this bait, is to get that hook cavitation upwards through the roof of their head, because when you hook them that way, you land them that way.
They're stabbed. That's awesome. Sir.
No fish landing violation.
None.
Oh God!
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here we go.
which side?
It's still pulling down.
It's still. Oh, it's big.
Oh yeah, no, this is
Big.
it. This is it.
Big.
Please tell me something good's happening.
Look at this thing, dude. Dude. You want to listen to boat? You want to see it? You sure? You positive?
I'm pretty sure.
Problem is he's gone.
He's not gone.
Look at this freaking thing.
Oh my God.
Look at this freaking thing. Do you have a
Oh
scale?
my God, I do.
Do you have a
Oh my
scale?
God.
Look at this freaking thing. Dude, here, will you take your fish? Like, this is, dude, that is
I don't know
a
what
10.
I've done. Oh yeah. Oh
That's
no.
a 10.
It might be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's, dude.
That might be
Dude.
my biggest bass. We said we're coming for big bass. Guess what we did?
Big bass.
I'm talking about big bass.
Dude.
Holy
Oh!
crap, dude. That's so awesome.
You're like,
I was like, I've been pulled back before by a lot of 8-pounders. But the second time it pulled me back down, I was like, oh God.
well, I saw the tail and it's.
And then I got it a little bit. And then it went back again, and I was like, what have I done? Major League Fishing official. Scales.
Boat official deal. I'm on the flip side of this deal. We're clear, we're ready to go. I'm two-handed. You gotta remember, it's always two hands.
Always two hands.
So you want to get it right underneath here, the hook. There you go. I had to help him out. Holy, oh my goodness. 11-14.
11-14.
11-14 on
Right-
camera.
Right here
Right
in
here.
Palm Bay. 11-14.
My God. Not on a shiner.
Woo! Not on a shiner.
Flipping.
On a
Ma-
net bait dagger with a halo rod and an ardent reel, and I just whooped him with that. Well, he almost whooped me,
but
I-
you whooped him back.
Oh, what an awesome fish. Dude, let's put this girl right back in the mat where you're supposed to be. Look at the head on that thing. God. One more look. There you go, baby.
It's like, you're letting me go, thank you.
Right back in the mat.
Dude, I don't even know what to say. I just.
You know what? I cannot think of anything. I'm a little eclipsed right now.
I'm
I
right
don't
there
know
with you,
when
dude.
catch
You
one
caught
like
it, and
that.
I'm still like right there with you
Like
on
I
it.
said, dude, it pulled me back down. That's a sign of a big one. Got it up, pulled me back down again. I'm like, oh God, something I've done. And then it pulled me back down again. I'm kind of a big. You and I are big fellas.
Yeah.
I'm putting a little pressure on it. It pulled me back. I knew
And
that
you
was
got
something.
braid and a big rod.
Holy
and-
crap,
Unbelievable.
that's awesome,
Palm Bay.
dude. I can't think of a better way to end this show on a 12-pounder.
Yeah.
Because to me,
that's 12 pounder.
that's 12 pounder.
Yeah, 12 pounder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Yeah.
Brother, I appreciate you coming here and fishing Palm Bay with me. And I
love you too, man. I'm coming back to Palm Bay area to catch me some just like that. Oh my goodness.
Man, I will never forget my personal best and with one of my good buddies, Ish Monroe. This is awesome. Check us both out on Major League Fishing.
The Fishin' Show with JT Kenney is brought to you by Florida Space Coast. Plan your next adventure at visitspacecoast.com. Ardent Reels, Halo Fishing Rods, Freedom Lures, B&W Trailer Hitches, Nichols Lures, Scum Frog, Snag Proof, Bob Steele Chevrolet, Net Bait. Greenway Plants reminds you to thank the farmer. Set the Hook Baits.